Hey everybody, only me. This is a quick one today. This is a dream that I feel that I'm led to share, and this was actually just over 2 years ago. I had this dream. I had it on the 8th of May in 2024. I was in the UK at the time. The time was between 3:54 and 4:23 p.m. Um, I was working nights at the time. So this is the dream. I'm just going to tell you the dream. So I dreamt about whitewashed tombs in Whitechapel in the city of London. I remember standing outside on ground level, the boundary line of the city of London. I then shoot up to a bird's eye view and see an old fashioned city wall, like the boundary layers of the city of London, but almost like a castle or fort. I then see 10 Downing Street, the black door with arches over it of grey stone. And that is the end of the dream. So I don't find it coincidental at all that tomorrow is the 16th of May. There is a national rally that has got global attention, especially from, as you can see, in regards to this tyrannical Ahab government that is basically not allowing freedom of speech and freedom of speech advocates from, and not just that, obviously, if they're not from there, allowed to speak from there, other countries within Europe, and also, of course, in the foundation level of being obvious, the people of England and Great Britain. So they're trying to market it as a far right or far right wing protest. This is a gathering of all people of all different political standpoints, all different age, race, religion. They're just British people that have had enough of Ahab, had enough of the weakness and the hypocrisy and the lies and the Trojan horse. That hasn't just been from this government, it's been from all previous ones. And this is the precipice point. And it's not to turn violence, it's literally to speak and demonstrate that there are more people that want the freedom and want our country back the way it was meant to be. It's covenant with Jesus. Yes. Oh, I went all religious there. No, it's a fact. If you actually read proper history and stop listening to the diversity and the brainwashing that are going on within schools, you understand it. Anyway, another topic for another time, if there's another time, because the government have made it very, very clear that they are going to be doing their best to shut us down, shut us up, um, not just character assassinate us, but literally people have been put in prison for sharing their opinion on social media. That is actually a lot of the time, not all the time, because passions can be raised, and I understand that, but that's the point. The enemy wants to raise those passions. Anyway, a lot of the posts and everything that's been said has just been common sense, and government don't like common sense. It's against common sense. It's against you thinking for yourself. You have to be told, you have to be made, and you have to do what you're told to do, slave. And if you're not, then you are literally going to be punished. And this is why we are rallying tomorrow up and down the country. People are coming from to go to London to make our voices heard. Not violence, not a demonstration of anger. We are literally coming together to unite the kingdom and literally say to the tyranny, to the dictators, to the Trojan horses that are within, that are absolute evil, you are whitewashed tombs. No one's falling for your crap, apart from literally the ones that are too stupid enough and brainwashed enough to follow and believe what you're saying. And that's it. Remember, Jesus said, you will know who they are by what? Their fruit, by the way they treat other people. And you've shown yourself that. If you were confident and believed in what you said and what you do, then guess what? You wouldn't have to silence other people for wanting to have a debate or discussion or question you. You're a coward, just like Ahab. All of you are cowards. And the people that are showing up tomorrow are not cowards. That's the difference. It's not violence. It's not to cause uproar. It's to literally tell you to your face, to the government, to all those that think that they have control, not just in the UK, right? Not just in England, but all over the world. We're not falling for your crap anymore. We are together. You will not divide us. People that know the truth will come together. And no matter how much you try and use social media and propaganda to separate us, a house divided cannot stand. Remember, your house has already fallen multiple times, and it will continue to do so because it is divided, because all you're focused on is what you can get out of it, or what you can do without escaping retribution. It doesn't come from man, it comes from God. And your compromise, everything you thought you did in the darkness. Isn't it funny that certain names mentioned and then the list turns up and then more names appear on that list that are all of a sudden resigning from government? Yeah. Sorry. There's no way that you can outrun God. Not the people, but God. You can't outrun him. There's no way that you can hide, that he will not find you unless you repent. It's that simple. So that's my little preaching moment. Let's go back to the dream. So if you are in England, if you are in the UK, get yourself down to London tomorrow. Trust me, it's not going to be hard to find where you need to go. If you can get to Paddington Station or King's Cross, one of the major stations, and go from there. Follow the people. You'll see where it leads. So all that being said, anyway, back to the dream. So I'm going to read it one more time, and then we're just going to go through certain things that I feel I've picked up on, and we can go from there. I dreamt about whitewashed tombs in Whitechapel, City of London. I think that's kind of really self-explanatory. You know, London itself, from the outside, used to be have the appearance of being clean and a place to visit, and Whitechapel. Like, come on, Whitechapel. What does usually a chapel represent? You know, and again, whitewash. This is the very discussion that Jesus had with, you know, the Pharisees and Sadducees at the time. You know, that you are whitewashed tombs on the outside, but inside you are dirty, you are filthy. And I think this dream is indicating that the stuff that's going on behind closed doors is absolutely that. But if you compare that to then if you go to the end of the dream where it says, you know, I then see 10 Downing Street, black door with arches over it made of grey stone. So black door is showing you that it's not clean anymore. It's obvious, right? The dirtiness, the darkness that it worships, that it's trying to mandate, that it's trying to force out on the people. And this is done like over an arch. Now, if you look, again, biblically, if you look historically, and as we can look at recent times as well, in regards to the archway of the Olympics, right? And the worship of Baal that was taking place in the London Olympics, and in others as well. You see it there. It's blatant. If you just go into mythology and just study, just very, very briefly study, you'll see this. It's there in black and white. You cannot deny it. It's not conspiracy theorists. It's not woo-woo crap. This is stuff is real. This is what they believe. And stuff has happened. So I believe the dream is pointing to, in that archway, in that covenant of evil, that evil's now being exposed at 10 Downing Street. It's very, very obvious that the government are in covenant with this old principality and its government and its mandate and what it wants, right? It's carrying out that order. Grey stones The archway that's made of grey stones, I think, is a play on word. Grave stones, death. I feel that's what this is showing uh, in its symbology within the dream. And the boundary lines. So this is interesting because I'm standing on the ground level first. So I'm watching it on the ground, boundary line of the City of London. And then suddenly I get taken up into a bird's eye view. I get shot up into the bird's eye view. And then I see the city wall. It's old boundary line layers, but it's like almost like a fort, a castle walls that they're raised really high. So, I mean, biblically, you could relate that to the walls of Jericho, but it's very much old, you know, what you would say like myth, mythology, the old castles of Europe, and obviously in England we have a lot of those. So this is the boundary lines that I'm seeing of London, the City of London. That's very specific. It's not England. It didn't say the capital. It said the City of London. Now, if you know, the City of London is actually separate. It's a separate, actually living entity compared to the rest of England and the UK. This is where the banking sector of the whole world, this is the capital of all financial institutions. It's in the City of London. So there's something more there, historical and factual, that you can go and check out. So I'm going to leave that there with you. Okay, I just find it not coincidental at all. This was we're on the 15th. So we're on 1 week pretty much. A week over a year that this dream took place. I had this dream when I was in the UK. It's another thing. And yeah, I really do feel, it's I would be intrigued to find out if anything happens, positive or negative, within the time frame of 15,400 hours and 16,2300 hours. So that is 3:54 p.m. or between 3:54 p.m. and 4:23 p.m. So that's the dream. Whatever you get, take it down, write it down, get the interpretation. If you get any words of wisdom what to do about the situation, let me know. Send me an email privately, because I feel this dream is very much tactical as well. And yeah, if you are about in the UK, make sure you get down to London tomorrow. Again, no violence. We're not there for that. And guys, just be aware, right? It's been very, very much made clear. No covering your face, no balaclavas. If you've got nothing to hide, don't hide your face. We're not backing down. We're not Antifa here, right? We're not cowards, okay? But be prepared, all right? Be prepared just in case something does kick off and happen. Have your wits about you. Be prayed up before you enter. And if you see me and you want prayer, come along. I'm willing to give you prayer. And yeah, we'll go from there. But I hope to see as many of you there as I possibly can. All right, guys. God bless you. Talk to you soon. Take care.